Don't look now. But the Spurs have improved significantly. A lot of people, they will tell you that the Spurs have not improved. That they're just, they're okay. They're kind of whack, right? They're kind of average. I mean, record-wise, we are pretty average. But if you compare them to last season, the Spurs are pretty doggone good. So let's take a look here. So big shout out to Kirk Goldsberry for posting this. So this is actually where the Spurs were last season. So let me open this up in a new tab. We'll come out a little bit. All right. So you guys see where the Spurs are? You see it? This is the efficiency landscape. All right. So their defense versus their offense. Where are they? Oh, you don't see them? You guys don't see them? Hold on. Let me zoom in. You still don't see them? Okay, hold on. There we go. Literally cannot see it. It's all the way at the bottom of the screen. They were the worst of the worst. Wasn't the worst offensive team, okay? Looks like we were neck and neck with the Bulls right by the Pelicans at this point in November. So this is a 10-game sample size leading into November. And the Spurs had the absolute worst defense. They were horrible. We were absolutely off the charts. We were off the chart. They couldn't even fit us on this chart. We were off the charts. All right, so that's where the Spurs were last season. We were all the way down here, okay? So now you're wondering, well, Clan, where are the Spurs now? Well, random viewer, I'm going to show you. Hold on, let's open it in here. The Spurs are much better, like way better. So overall for the season, they're top 5. But like I said, this is a 10-game sample size leading into November. So this was leading into November 15th. And the Spurs, way better. Now the Pelicans are all the way down there, which is funny because DeJounte said the way our system's set up, we're going to be losing for the next 15 years. But you can see here that our defensive efficiency has improved significantly. As far as that 10-game sample size, we're only behind, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're still, even in that 10-game span, we're still in the top 10 in the NBA. Yeah, just pretty impressive. And then as far as offensive efficiency, not the best. We're pretty mid. We're pretty doggone mid. So that's not great. But at the same time, I mean, you can kind of see where we were last season, and we were further back. So this is just great news, man. I think the Spurs are doing a good job. We're way better than we used to be. Respect to the Pistons. That's even more wild. Oh, dude, hold on. So the Pistons, so the Pistons right next to us. Actually, I think ours is more impressive than the Pistons. Let's see. Yeah, ours is way more impressive. You can see the Pistons were at least 10-game sample size into November. They were right in this range. And then they just increased just slightly. So, no, it's actually more impressive for us. We're way better this November than we were last November. So, huge improvements. And it also shows just how doggone good Steph Castle is, right? Steph Castle and Sohan having another year under his belt. It just shows how good he is. Because that helped a lot. And having Chris Paul helps too. I know people will say, well, Chris Paul isn't that great of a defender. He is not a slouch defensively. Okay. So yeah, good stuff. Let's see. I was trying to see. Worst defense. Yeah, that's the Spurs I loved. Yes, sir. Do you think Wemby's going to play next Cup game? Got tickets, and I really hope he does. Let's see if I can give you a little bit of hopium, okay? You can go and watch the Spurs press conference, in which, because I did watch it, I watched it off stream. But if you're worried about him coming back, he spoke after this game, and he basically said, yeah, my knee is a little banged up or whatever, but he said if it's just really hurting or it's terrible, then I won't play the next game. But he was actually expecting to play this game. So I think that the Spurs were, at the most part, just being precautionary, So I think he could potentially play in that next game. Me personally, I think he'll potentially play in that next game. We'll see. But I hope for your sake that he actually plays. I really hope for your sake that you get to see Devin, but he might just not be playing on back-to-back, so you probably will see Devin. You just want a competitive game at the end of the day. But yeah, so he did say that he was doing okay, and he was expecting to play this game. But the Spurs came in and said, nah. All right. Oh, last thing. July said, do you pay attention to the draft tankathon information on current draft odd positioning? If the season ended at this today and any other day, etc. He said, right now we're positioned at 11 for tankathon odds on their website. Yeah, I take a look at it. I usually do it like near the end of the year, though, or the season. So I guess it is the end of the year, but end of the season. All right, we're into this segment, but good stuff.